I'm going to show you how I vibe live code my application together with GitHub Copilot, which is amazing. And as you can see, I love it. It's brilliant and helps me to do this job. And we solve a lot of puzzles together all the time. And I hope we'll be able to deliver some value today. And as you can see, I created pretty fun meme. It's really fun to me because right now I look like this, where I'm really interested into vibe coding, but I do it for over a year right now. So to me, it's more like reality, not something new, and it works. And we will see how good it works in this video. And for you, I have here some kind of Repos. So you have to take a look at this from the top to bottom, and the solution will be revealed at the end of this video. So stick with me and you will see, because it's really funny too. As you know, I'm so funny for myself. So, I like it. Okay, so here we go. This is the agenda that we have for this video. As you can see, we'll go through the project, what does it is, and yeah, I will explain it a little bit. Then we will dive into the Copilot setup that I use, and you can check that on my GitHub, but hold on, links will be included, and I will show you how it looks like there and then in my coding local environment. And we'll do live vibe coding as I promised. So this is great. For some of my colleagues, this is the missing part of one of our meetings. So you can see this right here. Okay, next point. Oh, no. I didn't want to reveal some kind of stuff, but you can see, as you can see, a lot of things might go not as you planned during the presentation. Don't worry. So the project. This is Tick-Tock, but not like TikTok where they dance all the time, but this is like Tick-Tock, Mr. Week. Time is going by Tick-Tock. But this time, this is for Jira. So this is our huge pain point for every software engineer or people who work in tech companies. Manual logging of time for your project. This is so, I look like this every week, every weekends. So, probably you too. So the idea here, oh my God, again, I did it again. Idea is like the simple message for a given day will solve the problem. Like still we'll have to put there the task ID, I mean like XYZ dash and some kind of number, but it will be just a simple message input. Like I will say, I spent 1.5 hours on X, then I had 3 hours of meetings, and then I spent the rest of the day on ZYX. And under the hood, of course, we'll use some kind of AI solution, like, Anthropic through API or OpenAI or anything else. And this will propose to the user, draft for the given day. Of course, when the project will go, I will add, or we, because it's open source, so you can participate in that. But I plan to add there few of basic settings, like, whether your usual work day is 8 hours, when your week starts, and stuff like this. Right now we have simple proof of concept, but it's really fun. So yeah, and so then when you have this draft, you can publish it, so it will be saved in the application database and then published to the Jira, or you can edit this. But I want it to be very, very simple, so I don't want the user to be confused. So I omit completely almost any manual actions. We will have just chat inputs because, people will be way more familiar these times, I guess, with just chatting, like with ChatGPT and stuff. So I want to do the addition also as a chat without anything else. Of course, we will provide some kind of dashboard for our users, so they will be able to quickly see their missing days or preview selected days time logs. And here I have restrictions for myself, 100% vibe coding, because I believe this is really important skill in those days, because AI is advancing really fast. Like, you can see those changes. I don't know, 2 days before GPT-5 was released, I didn't use it yet because I saw that there are some problems in the ChatGPT in the Copilot implementation or integration. So I still use Claude Sonnet or something else. I will say that later. But yeah, 100% vibe coding, and it's doable, believe me. You will see that later. So here we have our repositories. I have separate for backend and the frontend. And why not monorepo? Because I want to show people that this backend can be done in many different technologies. So here, this implementation is in Node.js, while I want also to do it in the future in PHP, because few times, basically my background is PHP, then Node.js, now Go, and now this Go is mixed with PHP again, and all the time I'm also making some small Node.js stuff for myself, or Dino 2, or Bun, So I use a lot of technologies. And frontend is just React app with some additional things. We will see them shortly. So I will show you the repositories. If you're curious which browser do I use, it's of course Arc, my favorite one still. Okay, so this is our repository. As you can see, it's based on the boilerplate, which is based on the original boilerplate. The Software House is the company for which I work currently, and this is a great company. I can only, recommend basically for everyone, for companies to become a client and for other developers to work there, because it's amazing. So, hey guys. And of course, I want to participate in development of those open source boilerplates. So as you can see, I'm currently ahead of the original branch. So I will publish the pull request there with few things. I have also another things that I'd like to add there. But now we will go back to the Tick-Tock frontend. So here we have lots of code. We will go through that soon. As you can see, even docs are not updated yet because I spent really, quite amount of hours preparing this boilerplate to be up to date. So right now we have React 19, stuff like that, which is great. And I will show you the current version of the app in a moment. Just let's take a look at the backend repository. So it's here. The same situation. In TSH, we have boilerplate for Express applications, Node.js, of course, but currently it's Express 4. So what I did, I forked this boilerplate right here. This is my fork. The same situation with the previous repository. My fork of this from TSH, and I bumped up Express to the newest fresh 5.1 version and all other dependencies also, and all of it for those both repositories I did with Copilot in agentic mode. So basically I was just commanding what I want to do and then, giving ideas when we met some problems, because as you may know, when you went through the upgrade with a lot of breaking changes on your own, there were problems, but it was solved very quickly with Copilot. So this is great partner for debugging and all that stuff. Okay, so going back to our stuff, I will show you current version of the Tick-Tock application. I really like it, as you can see here. So you can see the tech stack right now, and I really love it. So we have React 19, of course, probably newest version of the TypeScript. I like Tanstack. However, I'm not front-end developer, so I'm mostly, I work as a full stack, but I'm mostly familiar and I come from the backend world. But I really like Tanstack, especially its router, query, and I really like Tailwind CSS4, ShadCN. Recently, from our boilerplate, I know MWS, which is really nice thing to mock your API calls, because what we have also, we have vtest. Right now, I don't interact with the backend app yet. I have just mocked API server. But right now we are able to, something I can see, something is broken with the MWS server, probably. So maybe I started the application the wrong way, because we don't have mocked values. But, it shouldn't be a big problem, because we will work on that with the Copilot. But what's great about the Copilot, as you can see here, I entered calendar component solutions view. I will go back to dashboard here, because I was working on this view here. I wanted it to be really nice and stuff. And this is the solution that I came up to with Copilot. We have calendar here, and here we have the details where all the work logs are happening and are visible. And this is really nice. You can change the month right here. Here are some statistics, but they are, just values there right now. And we have this information that logging the work right now doesn't work. So this is really nice. And we will continue. So right now, Copilot setup. What do we have here? So basically, the most important part, in my opinion, if you want good quality code and stuff like this, are instruction files. So as you can see, I have different instruction files here. One of them is quite big file with instructions for the React. And GitHub Instructions files works in the way like they will be applied according to this glob here, apply to. This is front matter-like syntax for markdown files. And you can see you can limit to which files and stuff it will be applied and to which it won't be. And you have also short description of what it does. Like here we have comprehensive React 19 and TypeScript coding standards, patterns, and best practices for component development, hooks usage, testing, and code organization. That's great. If you are curious about how does it look like inside, I strongly encourage you to, go to the repository, check it yourself. I'm constantly adding new things here and working on that, so it will evolve in time. I added also instruction for Prettier, so that, if you want show Copilot how to work with your repository, you will have to do it all the time. You will have to say, hey, Copilot, but you missed Prettier because our file looks pretty bad, or you didn't run a linter like ESLint here. So the best way is to create instructions so that it will know what should it do. And believe me, this works perfectly. And like this instruction here for the React code, if you want, because many people say, maybe let's start from that. Many people say that, Copilot will generate crappy code and stuff like that. Yeah, usually it can, because everything depends on the context and, additional messages. So even from the business, some of the business context, everything is important. So here we are showing Copilot what are our instructions and what code do we expect. But there is a catch, because if you will have too many instructions, probably at this point that AI models have, maybe let's draw this here. We have AI models. Every AI model has some, how it's called, the limit here. Context window. Every AI model has context window, but Copilot's one is different from this. So if you have in Sonnet 4, usually you have 200k tokens context window. It's huge and you can do a lot, believe me, because I tried, but you will spend a lot of cash. In Copilot, you have also Sonnet 4, but its context window is something like 35k. So it's way smaller. And what does it mean? That Copilot might lose the context, because it works like it will forget about what you were talking to him at the beginning of the conversation. But luckily for us, Copilot's team fixed that in the recent update, like 2 days ago, and they added feature which summarize context. So when Copilot knows when it's close to end of the context window, and you will see the small message where it says summarizing conversation. So it makes summaries of the conversation automatically, and it will continue. So right now you can have way longer discussions than it was available before, and it will work very, very nice. This is why right now I'm also doing those longer, as you can see now, 900 lines of code instructions, and they work very good. So this is what I recommend. But okay, we are back here. This is our instructions. Yeah. This is from my another presentation, so sorry. Okay, we have also prompts. Yeah. We have also prompts. And why I like prompts? Because you can put here some kind of instruction that is repeatable. So like you can see right now, I created prompt for mode agent. I have short description, and I have tools that this prompt might use. And this is very nice, because here I have a prompt that will automatically implement next frontend task that I have in the frontend tasks MD file. And here, you can see the mission, task selection criteria, implementation standards, all that stuff, the steps that it should take, when it's going through those tasks. And as you can see, we have front-end tasks, and which is very, very nice and curious. This front-end tasks list was created basing on the MVP documentation that I created with, I don't know, Perplexity or O3 model in a separate application. So we have all the description of what this app will do and how. Here we have just front-end tasks. And as you can see, some of those tasks are already solved because I was working on this repository for a while. We have finished dashboard, calendar, grid without the testing. So we will go back to that after some time, I guess. And right now we have next tasks like creating missing routes for MVP and stuff. And as you can see, we even have part of the next tasks done, because at the end of every conversation, I ask Copilot to, fill in all the points that are implemented here. So we'll see, I guess, in a moment, how does it look like and how does it work. And right now, as models, I use Claude Sonnet 4 or Gemini 2.5 Pro. We can see those models not right here. Let me enter here. By default, it proposed GPT-4.1, but it's not good for code. So we have Claude Sonnet 4 and Gemini 2.5 Pro. Probably GPT-5 will be good, at least at some point. I don't use it right now because I don't have time to test that. We'll use Claude Sonnet 4. And the chat modes, I use only agentic mode, nothing else. Believe me, this is the best. And few gotchas here. Copilot's context window. This is the thing that we were talking about right here. So we won't go through that again, I guess. And the thing regarding coding standards, you have to use instructions files. Thankfully, there is a great documentation from GitHub team and Visual Studio Code team. You will find links in the video description, so go there, check it, and just go through this documentation after you finish this video, of course. Also, I have MCPs, and they are very, very useful, believe me. I use Context 7 because it's open source project and it's not made to make money, because with Context 7 you have to watch out, it's only for the private use at the moment, so you can't use it for the commercial projects. I use sequential thinking. This is one of the basic MCPs. It works entirely locally. Memory, the same, but regarding the memory, you have one thing, which is you should use local memory file. I don't have nothing here right now because this is my first time when I run this repository on my private second computer, second Mac. So it's empty, but when you will work on your project, you will see that Copilot agent will save some entities and relations between them in the repository, which is great because it allows you, to pass some informations between the chat sessions. And this is really good. You don't have to, use every time some markdown files, summarizations and stuff like that. It can save some information in this memory. Remember though, those summaries in the markdowns for bigger tasks and stuff like that still are very good ideas, and I still use them too. And the last one is chat-cn-UI. My God, this one is a beast. I really like this MCP. And as you can see, in my repository, you will find MCP JSON, so you can go to the repo and check how it's configured. We have chat-cn-UI from JPsnice. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I even participated in this MCP. I mean, few lines of code with some fixes are from myself. So I use it. Together with that, you can use GitHub API key. Then you will have just more requests per minute because of the way how this MCP server works. But you can find explanation in my another video where I talk about my top 3 MCPs. You will find probably link somewhere over my head or, yeah, so that's it when it comes to the MCP servers. And those MCP servers, when they are running, you will see here running, you can stop, restart and stuff like that. You can check the tools. So they are running right now because I have prepared repository to work. And we are going to the final place. It has to be, yeah, my mistake, 3 from 3. live vibe coding. And the rules are that we use only Copilot for everything. Even one-liners are made by Copilot, fixed. Implement 1 or 2 tasks, because we will see how much time it takes. And we will take iterative approach. So if I'm not happy with the results, we will iterate over and over until I'm pleased with the solution. So let's code. And okay, we will check front-end tasks. What do we have right now? And frankly, we could even skip that part, because what I want to do is to run prompt, because this is how you run prompts. I click here, run prompt. As you can see, we have implement next task, enter. And we start to see magic happening right here. And as you can see, Copilot used 7 references, like our instruction files and the front-end tasks MD file. This is great. This is how you can validate whether your instructions files are working. As you can see, when I used run prompt, Copilot just ran follow instructions in and the file. So we could do probably the same, and what's interesting here, we can take a look what Copilot does. So like in here, he says he will analyze the stuff that he will have to do. He reads also the MVP MD, because we have links in our prompt. I will open this, because how instructions works and prompts, when you will put links here that are links from this repository, he will go through those files whenever it needs. So like here, he went through the MVP, front-end tasks, he checked the routes and other parts of other components. And let's see what does he plan to do. Okay, now I have a clear understanding of the current state. Let me analyze what needs to be implemented next using systematic reasoning. This is great. So he knows about the tools and will use sequential thinking MCP server. I will allow in this session. So every time he refers to the sequential thinking, he will have access right now. And I want to do it. Here we can take a look what's the input. Like he says something, you can pause and take a look. And we have the output. So we have thought number, total thoughts, and thought history length. And what's good about this sequential thinking MCP server is that Copilot can branch out with the ideas. And this is great because he can analyze, different approaches to the problem. And at the end, you will have the better solution. And this is great. So sequential thinking is my probably number one MCP server right now. Remember, you will find link in the description and here and maybe in the chat to the video where I show you my top three MCP servers, and then there will be further explanation. This is usual stuff. So when Copilot works for a while, he will ask you if he should continue to iterate. Of course, continue. So he does, or it does. I like to say he does. So I hope you have nothing against that, because, another important thing from my side, I don't treat Copilot as a tool. I rather treat it as a colleague, So I do basically conversations. So I think conversation, not command, when I work with Copilot. And this works beautifully. But here we go with what we have right now. Okay, he tries to fix the mutations file to follow existing patterns. Maybe let's check what does he plan to do. Create API types and actions for time log parsing. Oh, great. So he works on the task for time log input interface. Let's see. What do we have in the task for? 1, 2 is omitted, so we'll go back to that manually. For time log input interface. Create natural language input form with large text area. Oh, this is great. This is really important. We've seen that before, that this page was missed, basically. And it creates MWS handlers for time log parsing. That's also great. Okay. We can, start to going through those files to take a look. How does they look like? What do we have here? Time logs mutation. If you are the other thing, if you are front-end expert, you could say in the comment, what do you think about this code in general? Is it good? Or should we, maybe change instructions files? If so, please hop in, run this project locally at your machine and modify those instructions, push out the PR. I will be really grateful and probably hold the community because, this is the best thing when you are learning, to just make stuff and push it for others. Okay, so he creates those handlers. We can take a look at them here. SRC API mocks, because this is the place where we store all the mocks, like here. Oh, here. We have mocks for calendar, for the mock worker. Actually, mock worker is just the worker who runs that. Time logs. Okay, we have lots of stuff. I guess we won't go through that code too much to, thinker whether it's of good quality or not, because we don't have time for that right here. But please let me know in the comments what do you think, and maybe start some issues or, as I said, pull requests in the repository. Okay, we are after the step 3, which he planned to create the parse message hook. Nice. Create log entry components. Oh, so we are starting to go in the thing which is really interesting from my perspective, because I'd like to see the working stuff here. So yeah, let me fix linting issues. And you can see this is this good thing. However, he didn't run the linter, but we have some things also in the instructions, so maybe he's adjusting to that. And right now he's working on creation of the example prompts component. Oh, really nice. So this is the thing that I didn't ask for, probably. We'll see those tasks. What do we have here? Character word counter component, form validation with React 19 form actions, loading states during parsing. Yeah, we didn't say anything about examples, but I guess this is actually a good idea. But these are the thoughts that I had, when they released Claude Sonnet 4, and through the short period of time, there was available Sonnet 4 thinking in GitHub Copilot. And thinking was, skyrocketing through the roof with the ideas over your, message. So you wanted some simple stuff, single thing, but he instantly went, 6 steps ahead of you and added lots more stuff than I think it vanished because we had it available, and for some time right now it's not. You could let me know, because maybe you have it available and configured by administrator. I remember that I didn't see that in the Copilot dashboard, but I don't know. I won't go check this right now because we are working. One more thing. Oh, we are starting the, this is the thing that he missed, because it's not npm run dev, it's npm run start. And, but probably we are missing instruction for that. Yes, I don't have instruction to running the app, and I should, because you can see now, he doesn't see automatically commands from package.json. So instead of running in circle, I will say him, please check package.json scripts section in particular to run the app. And this is the thing that we miss in this repository. We will fix the instructions in a moment, because it requires new instruction regarding how to run the code. And you can see now it sees npm start, and it has run another process. So we have it right here. No data available. Okay, log today's work, and voila, we have the component. We have examples, and it looks really nice. I know that it looks like, probably to you, if you are front-end expert, these are common components, and looks like every other ShadCN application, but I'm backend guy, and to me it looks, wow, wonderful. Take a look what I did. I should show this to my mom, to be honest. I'm so, happy and proud with the result. But jokes aside, we should try, actually we will try to, we can click use this. This is nice. 2 Jira IDs detected. Great, we have some kind of glitch when it's clicked out, but there is easy way to fix it. I will just I will show you, because I use, I forgot the word. I will put link in the description to the app that I'm using to take screenshots. We have, area. I have that here. I will copy. But I want to check first what happens here. Failed to parse your message. Try again. Okay, first things first. Let's try to fix this glitch. It will open this in the simple browser. Nice. And I will wait until the summary here. He will update the to-do list, what we have accomplished. Very nice. And, in the meanwhile, I will start to ask him to fix the issue. Create component and a page for logging entries. However, I've seen that we have a glitch when input is not focused. Please check attached screenshot. And I just copy here. I guess they have to fix it because, it shows the whole path, but image is attached here. And now I will wait a second until it will finish its work. And then we will try to fix the issue that we have right now. Implementation complete. Great success, I would say, because normally I would spend, in my case, when I'm not front-end developer strictly, I would spend pretty long time, messing around with that UI. So I'm super happy with this result. And it took us, 20 minutes or 50 minutes and 15 minutes, sorry. So that's really nice. Of course, we have some fixes to do right now, but this is normal thing to, take iterative approach and improve until you are happy with the result. So cool. And the thing that you should do right now, before you start to iterate again, you should keep those files. So I hit keep everything because we don't want to waste time. And right now, those changes are not committed into Git. But now when we will start to iterate, we will see new changes as the changes to the previous state of the file. Not in the Git, but in the Visual Studio Code from the Copilot's perspective, which is amazing. And we start to work on the fix. We'll see what does he used. So we have, because I prepared really nice instructions for debugging, chain of thought, to give different angles for the Copilot to take action. He has also the image, so we can see what is his idea to find the fix. I can see the issue in the screenshot. When the input is not focused, the overlay highlighting is showing garbled text. Good, nice that he sees the same that we do. The problem is with the overlay positioning and text rendering in the message input component. Nice, very nice. So he found the issue, fix has been applied, and we can see what was the problem. Because of complex CSS positioning and font rendering issues between the text area and the overlay div. Where we have really nice explanation. Great. And what is the solution? Replace the overlay with a preview panel that appears below the input when input is not focused, has content, or contains detected Jira IDs. And the new user experience while typing, focused, clean text area input without overlay interface. After typing, unfocused, beautiful preview panels shows the text with proper Jira ID highlighting, and visual feedback, clear separation between input area and highlighting preview. Amazing. I'm really happy and amazed. Okay, I will keep those changes, and we are going to see how does it look like right now. Refresh. Okay, let's type something. Works, and now use this. Here we have preview with Jira ID highlighting. Okay, so it works right like this. I think might stay, at least for now. Nice thing is that we see instantly where those IDs are. But to be honest, I'm not sure if the thing that happens here, if that shouldn't happen already here, to be honest. But I don't know. That might be, the thing to think about in the future. Parse. Failed to parse your message. Please try again. Let's see if we have something in the console. Failed to load resource. Yeah, this is expected because error says that there is no parse message, API error. Let's take a look at our frontend tasks. Okay, we don't see much. Okay, should be better now. Draft review interface, API mocks. Okay, so probably this will be. This might be a bug, but you know, if I'm not sure, then I should make screenshot and report that, and we will see. Okay, I will allow the notifications. This is also new feature in Visual Studio Code, that right now you can have OS notifications from GitHub Copilot, which is amazing, you know, really amazing. Okay, I will use a shortcut to show the bug, to make a screenshot. This is from my application that I use. Okay, I have copy of the image. I will attach it here. Okay, it is right there. Great, we fixed the previous issue. Right now, we can't. How does it? We can't parse message. I know we don't have an API connected with our app. However, we use MWS mock API worker, and I think, okay, and I wonder whether it should work somehow with the current solution. Okay, what do you think? And I will ask him to propose few solutions. If you can propose me 3 possible solutions to that. Okay, we'll see what proposition will we have from the Copilot. However, I'm really pleased with, you know, how does it look like, because this is the thing that I wanted to see. User need to see that, you know, they're put those task IDs, because this is required by the backend application. So this is really nice that we can see that here, and this is highlighted. It's also really nice that we have message examples that we can bang, use this and stuff. So probably this is really nice idea, you know. We could prepare such examples like when someone put their message, they could save as example, bang. And this would be even nicer, you know. To be honest, when I will finish this application, I will use it every day to log my time because it will be so fun. You know, I see that I had really nice idea by making this application, because it's really fun. You know, it helps you develop yourself, and you can do really useful thing here. Okay, we have to go with npm start. You know, this is normal that he will start new processes. Doesn't matter for us. We are happy that, at least I'm happy, that we have what we need. Okay, so probably this bug is happening because of this, what I said at the beginning. I don't see any entries here. So probably we have some issue with MWS because mock server or mock service is not working at this point. Okay, and this is confusing after last update because we have here we have working process, and he tries to put some command, and command doesn't work from the obvious reason. Okay, we'll allow him to run this. No, this is not good. Exist, let me check. Okay, so I have to stop process here, and now he will be able to run the correct command. Okay, public save, perfect. Oh, so now we will be able probably to fix that. So as you can see, there was a problem with MWS, and probably he solved that issue. So here it's not available anymore, but here it should be available. Go back to dashboard and see, do we have any entries? We don't. Why? Okay, my bad. We have, .env dist. And of course, I'm so great that I didn't create .env local. So this is my mistake, I think. And here we show that void API URL is mock. And this probably will solve the issue. Yes, this should solve the issue. Okay, so go back, not to this application, but to Warp. My application is running that from port 3000 is running here. So npm run start. And right now it should work correctly. Yeah. Beautiful. As you can see, we have those mocks. Ta-da! Bang, confetti, yes, it's working. So really nice. As you can see, we have those test time logs here, and this is how it should look like. Of course, mocking data are for Sunday, Saturday, those are logs from me probably. Like, let's say it's a joke, but I code a lot and test new stuff, so I work the whole week usually on my private stuff, of course, not from work. So okay, here we don't have any logs, so let's go and check this out. Use this parse message, successfully parsed 2 time entries. With 80% confidence. This is great. Yeah, to be honest. But okay, parse results, debug. This is nice because this is coming from the boilerplate. Thanks. Guys in TSH did really nice thing. So this boilerplate is, ready with the debug stuff if you are working locally. I distributed the time evenly. This is curious. Okay. But good thing that we have this. Okay, the thing that I miss here is that I don't have link to the given day. Because what would be really useful is to have a link to the specific day. So that, I will see where those logs are. Okay, wait until Copilot finish. But what I think we should be able to see. We should be able to click to the link for the given date to see all the time logs that we have there. And this is the thing that we miss right now, and we ask him in a second if we should have it. Great. Now MW. I will cancel this. Now it works correctly. However, again, I wonder whether we should see a link to the given date where we have created time logs. Right now, I can only see that the logs were captured correctly, but I don't see the log entries themselves. And we'll see what Copilot will do about that. Use this button to test MWS handlers directly via Fetch API. Okay, that's also nice. So this is good. Oh yeah, I clicked that 2 times. Use this button to test MSW handlers. Nice. Okay, let's go to the Copilot. What do we have here? Let me create a component to display the parsed time entries in user-friendly way and add navigation to the day view. Okay, I'm interested in that, of course. So we are waiting for all those new things. Okay, I forgot previously to accept what we had there. And I think that this will be the last thing that we will do here, because we are about to hit 1 hour mark pretty soon. However, I think it was really good introduction into the coding with Copilot and how this setup should like to have good results. We've seen what might happen when we lack the instruction. Like we didn't have, I don't have instruction here saying how to run the application, how to operate with the app and stuff like this. So I will create that soon. Not sure if right now in this video, but in the next one. So if you are curious about that, you will see in the next video how to create instructions files using GitHub Copilot. So, don't miss that one. Click subscribe so you won't if you like that. Okay, we can see that probably GitHub is finishing. Yes, solution implemented. Nice. Okay, so that means we can go here. Okay, I will go directly to the dashboard to see if something changed right here. Seems that it shouldn't. I want to view details here. Okay. Okay, let's go to the August 8th log time. Let's use maybe this one, parse message, and let's see what happens. Successfully parsed 2 time entries with 65% confidence. This is funny. View day. Oh, no time entries. Why? Because it's incorrect day. So I will manually put link to the right one, and we have no entries here too. Okay, so this is not the application issue, I guess. This is the issue related to the MSW probably, but I think I will continue that working with that after this video, because it will take way too long, I think. But okay, one more thing that we can do is we can just ask Copilot why it happens. So, okay, maybe let's do that. Okay, so I added an entry or entries for the August 8. They were created correctly according to the response. In here we will say we use MSW mocks. Okay, but when I clicked on the button to go to the day view in the response, it took me okay, because we have today, it's 9th August, so this is probably why it took me to this page, to the page of the current date, which is August 9th. However, I've entered the log page, but probably this log page, okay, this is why. Log today's work. This is why it happens. So it's not a bug, it's a feature, as they say. Yeah, but jokes aside, here, okay, so we just have to create the button here to log details for the given day when it doesn't have entries. So let's take a look. Yeah, probably it will work the same. So we are not able to log time for given date, for any other date than today. So let's try to fix that right now. Okay, so I can see that currently we have only this one route where we can save, how does it called? Log entry. So route where we can save logs for the current day. But we have many places in the application where we want to log time for another days, like the calendar view at the dashboard. Could we do something about that? Maybe we could create the next task in the tasks, frontend tasks, so that we could work on that in the next session. And this is what I would prefer to do here. And by the way, you've seen how I manually add some context, some files to the GitHub Copilot. So this is pretty common. However, we didn't do that here because, we are working all the time on the files that he just have been working. So this is why. But here I wanted to point out clearly which file I had in mind. Okay, I can see the issue. The log entry route doesn't support date parameters and the parsed entries display is defaulting to today's date. Let me create a comprehensive task to address this fundamental issue. Really, really nice. I'm really glad that we agree on this issue. Okay. So he is working. Frontend task is or has been created. Time log input interface. Okay. Known issue. Data handling is inconsistent. Entries created for one date, but navigation goes to current date. This is addressed in task 4.1 below. Really nice. And we have 4.1 data-aware time logging system, high priority. we have even a nice, light signal like from the police car. And this is critical priority, in my opinion, too, because user is confused. Okay, required implementation. So great. As you can see, we have really detailed explanation what is not working currently and what we want to fix. Even we have files to create, modify. This is what is great when it comes to such MD files, markdown files, summaries for the next or future chat sessions. Because you can put a lot of information, a lot of context in there, and it will help, just develop great solution. So I keep that. And as you can see, we have lots of changes. So, before committing those, I will go through them and take a look. What do we have here? And maybe I will see something. Also, I like to make reviews of such code, also with Copilot, but it's not the topic for this session. So we ended up, the feature has been implemented, great. We have follow-up ticket created here, which will be taken care of in the next session. Amazing. This is how work with Copilot looks like. And it's, as you can see, super fast because you can do a lot in the one session. Like we spent an hour and take a look at what we have. Nice view. We iterated on that a few times. I had issue with .env files, but I quickly I found out what is happening and then it was fixed. Also, Copilot fixed few things here and there, created really nice examples that we can use and can actually click that and it's imported here. Parsing is working. We have also this debug tool to test MSW directly. So really nice. We have this new task. Great. So what do we want to do next? We have this Repos. So let's go through that. I will help you. Waking up. We are not in the good shape. Some AI, let's say, or something like that is with us. And we have work to be done and to fire something up. And what could we do? What could it be? Wake up, samurai. We have tokens to burn. And it was very funny. I was creating this meme after the midnight when I was preparing for some presentation. But to me, it's really funny because recently I've been going through the Cyberpunk second time in my life. And it's such amazing journey. I love this game. So yeah, we have tokens to burn. You have tokens to burn too. So guys, what you can do, clone those repositories. fire up your Visual Studio Code and let's give it a try to Copilot to work on those solutions. If you can and if you want, please raise issues, make a pull request. You can add instructions, prompts. Let the ideas flow and commit to that if you want. If you want to become open source sorcerer or something like that, I strongly encourage you. So yeah, see you in the next videos. Bye guys, take care, and remember, let me know how much tokens did you burn. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.